Okay, week 15. Once again, this is not the material that would be included in the evaluation, final exam, and final assignment. Just give you a flavor of what is happening recently in economics and game theory. We were talking about kidney transplant. It's similar to what I said about double coincidence. Patient one, who has a family, the family willing to donate the kidney, but the patient one cannot have that. It does not fit. Then it found out family's kidney fits patient two. If patient two family member's kidney fits patient one, that would be simple. But then there's no guarantee for that. Family two's kidney fits patient four's kidney. So the family of patient four, the kidney does not either fit patient two, patient one, patient three. Fortunately, patient three's family member's kidney fits patient one. Then it can be a whole full circle. So the four people should do the kidney transplant at the same time. But as I said in the previous class, this never happened because if this happened, you need total 8 operation rooms, 8 doctors at the same time because they do not trust each other. Some people can change their mind. And then usually they cannot change their hospital. So the airplane should fly here, 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 here. So 4 airplanes, or if it's a relatively short distance, 4 ambulances should be waiting for the kidney transplant. Enormously expensive and difficult operations. Okay, therefore, it was really practiced once, tried once. There's no patient. One person voluntarily donate the kidney, patient two, and then this is just one operation. And family of patient two pledged to donate, willing to donate the kidney. And when he found out the patient four donated, and then later family of patient four who pledged to donate keep the promise, and on and on and on. This is relatively easy because they do not have to be operated upon at the same time. They just do their job whenever they come across someone who fits their kidneys and things like that. The only danger is the family members change their mind and decide not to donate their kidney. But then in this one example, it went on and on and on until the 16th patient. It says the 16th patient didn't have any family member who is willing to donate, and end there. So, this is another system. The only problem is the family members can change their mind. Okay. So now let's assume that we understand what matching is. Matching is key point is it cannot be standardized like husband, wife, and jobs, and student and university, things like that. And then they should find out the person who fits you. There's no like A is better than B. A fits you better, but B fits someone else better, kind of thing. The famous scholar on this area is Gale and Shapley. Both are professors, and Shapley get the Nobel Prize on matching. And they thought about this concept, which is very important: blocking pairs, stable matching. Okay, what are they? Let's explain it by example. Okay, let's say blocking pairs is something like that. Let's think it this way. There is a person, Tom, who graduated university, want to get a job. and there's company A who want to get a new able person. Tom eventually get a job in company A, but actually Tom wanted to go somewhere else like company B. Tom preferred company B much more than company A. But then, for some reason, let's say he was afraid of the company B has such a high standard, and company A says, "Oh, come to our, you can work for us." It usually works this way. Company A tell Tom, you can work for us for the rest of your life, but you have to decide today. Okay, Tom said, "Can I check other companies like company B and C?" Company A said, no. We need a person immediately. So if you say, "Yes, I'm working for you," then you get the job. If you say, "Let me think," okay, we are going to find out someone else like Bill. We are not going to hire you, Tom. We are going to hire Bill. So Tom said, "Okay." On the other hand, the company A prefers Kane more than Tom. So they want to hire Kane, but Kane never applied, kind of thing. Company B. Let's think of company B, where Tom really wanted to go more than company A. The company B actually wanted Tom, but Tom didn't apply, so they hired Kane. Okay. Later, Tom somehow met the person from company B, and Tom said, even though I'm working for company A, I actually really wanted to company B. Then company B, the personnel person says, "Really? We really wanted you. But then you didn't come, you didn't apply our company B. That's why we hire company, the Mr. Kane. But actually we still prefer you, Tom, than Kane." What will happen? It is possible that company B kind of fire or send the Mr. Kane to somewhere else and then hire Tom. So the original match, Tom and company A and company B and Kane, was not ideal in the sense that Tom wanted to go company B more than the current company A. Company B wanted Tom more than the currently hiring Kane. We call that blocking pair. Okay, let me use another example. This might be sensitive, but please understand, the Gale and Shapley explain this blocking pair. They are talking about husband and wife. Let's say Tom and Kate get married, and Bill and Jane get married. Tom and Kate, Bill and Jane. The problem is, even though Tom married Kate, Tom loved Jane a lot. They didn't have a chance to confess, kind of thing. Make things worse, Jane, even though Jane married Bill, Jane likes Tom more than Bill. So somehow Tom loves Jane, Jane loves Tom, but they somehow didn't talk to each other. They just, I don't know. And then they said, "Oh, probably Tom wouldn't like me out." So Jane married Bill, and Tom said, "Oh, Jane is like many boys love Jane, and Jane would not be interested in me." So Tom married Kate. But then, one day, 3 years later after their marriage, Tom talk to Jane and somehow say, "Jane, I had crush on you actually." even though I get married to Kate, you are my first love, and I still like you. And Jane said, really? Why didn't you tell me? I like you, Tom, a lot, but you never asked me out. That's why I made Bill. Number one, very sad. Like they love each other, but somehow they didn't talk to each other and married another people. Well, the tragic thing that might happen is, at some point, Tom and Jane may have an affair. And that would totally fail their marriage. So Tom divorced Kate, Jane divorced Bill, and they get married. Is it a happy ending? No. What about the Kate and Bill who didn't do anything wrong, but simply the fact that Tom and Jane didn't match in the first place? We have two divorced couple. In the previous case, Tom company A and Kane company B. If Tom get a job in company B, it would be simple, but company A lost Tom. After some years, they have to hire a new one, and Kane lost job. So these blocking pairs are very unhappy, inefficient things. The economist does not like it at all. So what economists, this Nobel Prize winning Alvin Ross and Shapley, what they are saying is, we cannot guarantee Tom to get his ideal job. Maybe they are hiring much more able person. But we can make a algorithm here, that when Tom get a job in a company, that's the best for him. Whatever Tom tries in any other way, Tom cannot get a job better than his current job. That was not the case. Tom get a job in company A, but he liked the job in company B, and company B said, oh, we want to hire you. That is not going to be happening. Okay? So they designed a mechanism so that people get a job that is best for them, that is realistically best. In what that means, any job better than your current job would not be yours. They hire someone better than you. Marriage also. Tom, you love Jane more than Kate, but you get married to Kate. But if you followed Gale and Shapley algorithm and the mechanism design, Jane would never marry you, even though you like Jane. So Kate is the best person you can get married to. Anybody who like more than Kate would never marry you, kind of thing. Okay? When that is happening, we call that stable matching. So the purpose of economists in matching theory is make all the matching stable so that nobody would change their mind and break up like as a blocking pair. So maybe they are not the happiest situation, but they say deep is as happy as I can be. So you achieve the best in reality, kind of thing. How do we do that? Let's look at the real mechanism. It's the applicant and forms. Here you say like 1 bigger than 2 bigger than 3, which means there are form 1, 2, 3. Applicant 1 loves form 1 more than form 2, and form 2 more than form 3. Applicant 3, form 2 is better than form 1 is better than form 3. Form 1 to 3 means applicant 1 is better than applicant 2 is better than applicant 3. Form 2, applicant 2 is better than applicant 3, and applicant 1 is the worst. This preference, which is better, which form is better, which applicant better, is just made up. I do that. It doesn't have to be that way, but it may be that way kind of thing. Okay? So, in reality, what will happen is applicant 1, because he prefers company 1 most, he applied company 1. Applicant 2, he prefers company 1 most, he applied for company 1, form 1. Applicant 3, he prefers form 2 most, he applied form 2. Let's say these forms hire only one person. From form 1's point of view, he has 2 applicants, applicant 1 and 2. Okay? And 2 is okay, but I like applicant 1 better. So applicant 1 would be hired by form 1. Applicant 3, form 2, they have only one opening and one applicant. So, okay, we hire you. We prefer applicant 2 more than applicant 3, but applicant 2 never applied for us. Applicant 3, you are hired. The problem is applicant 2 and form 3. Form 3 has no applicant, so they cannot hire. Applicant 2 applied form 1 and failed because applicant 1 is more preferred by form 1 than applicant 2. So what will happen? Applicant 2, the only possibility to get a job in form 3, which he prefers least. So in the end, applicant 1 get a job in form 1, applicant 2 get a job in form 3, applicant 3 get a job in form 2. Then there is a blocking pair. How? Applicant 2 one day had a casual talk with the representative of form 2 and said, oh, even though I'm working at form 3, I liked form 2 more. Form 2 said, oh, really? We hire applicant 3, but we loved you more. Oh my God. Blocking pair. Applicant 2 may quit the job in form 3. Form 2 may fire applicant 3, and they get it. Is it good? Applicant 2 and form 2, they didn't match first time, so they lose some money and efficiency. But applicant 3 and form 3, they lost the new recruit, and applicant 3 lost job. So blocking pair is not good. How can it be solved? According to Gator and Shapley, the deferred acceptance. When applicant 1 and applicant 2 apply for form 1 immediately, in previous case, accept applicant 1. Instead, applicant form 1 said, applicant 2, unfortunately, we are not going to hire you. Applicant 1, I think you are the best candidate, but we haven't decided yet. So please wait for a while. Same thing, form 2, applicant 3, form 2 said, oh, you are the only candidate. We might hire you, applicant 3, but it's going to take some time for us to decide. So please wait. Then, while waiting, applicant 2, okay, I failed form 1, so I apply form 2. When applicant 2 apply form 2 says, oh, applicant 2, our favorite candidate. And they say applicant 3, oh, we were almost hire you, but then we changed our mind. So we are not going to hire you. Applicant 3, very disappointed, but then he would say, oh, form 1, apply. Form 1 said, no. We love applicant 1 more than 3, so we are not going to hire you. Applicant, okay, I'm sorry. Form 3 said, oh, we haven't got any applicant until now. You applied, and we happen to like you very much. So applicant 3, form 3. So they waited until this moment, and no more applicants applied for form 1, form 3. So they are going to be matched like that. And this is stable matching. Now, no blocking pair exists. So that's the system. So even though it's differed, and you just conditionally accepting here, applicant 3 conditional accept form 2 and rejected and things like that. this is before the IT technology. Now with IT technology, you don't have to go all through that. If we give these numbers, the computers do all this and tell the applicant 1, go to form 1. Applicant 2, go to form 2. Applicant 3, go to form 3, because you don't have to visit and get rejected kind of thing. The computer simulated everything, and in the end, the best job for you, applicant 3 is form 3, applicant 2, form 2. Even though you like form 1 more, form 1 will never hire you kind of thing. Okay, so now the computer can calculate everything. Gate and Shapley is a person like 50 years ago, so they didn't know the IT technology, but IT technology can do it, everything nowadays. Okay, we are going to continue in the next lecture.